Welcome to Gamers Games. I'm Gamer, and these are my games. Tune in and see this week's new video. Thanks. Good morning, everybody. So, I had a few pickups. It's been kind of slow. The colder weather has set in here in Oklahoma, and it is definitely showing. There was a few garage sales out, didn't even bother stopping because most of it looked like clothes. People trying to, I guess, get their winter clothes in their closet and other stuff out. So, like I said, didn't start garage selling at all. I actually went to Game Exchange here a couple of towns over about a week ago. Picked up a few things there. And then there was a resale shop that my wife and I went to yesterday. When I went to Game Exchange, I found Arthur and the Invisibles, the game. That thing is $3.99. You know, I always look through their games to see if there's anything I don't have for that price. It is complete. Unfortunately, they did get rid of the buy two, get one free, because I would do that all the time. And I would go in there and get probably 10 sets of games or so, or more. But then I also got Ants Extreme Racing. The game I actually had, but I did not have the book. And it was $3.99 as well. And I pulled the book out, put it in here, and I'm going to get rid of the other copy I have. So I got those two. One moved from this shelf here of incomplete games. And they're both moving over here. I've got, man, probably 40 or so games or more to go through and alphabetize. So they're going to go with that stuff. I did add 2 more memory cards, PlayStation 2 memory cards. Always looking for those, of course. If you have those, hit me up in the email in my description for the channel. Excuse me. So, at the thrift shop yesterday, I picked up a few things. Now, the first one is not game related or retro. Well, I guess it could be retro. It's just good old classic music, I say. Johnny Horton's Greatest Hits. My grandmother and I listened to that when I was much younger, probably 30 years ago now. We would take a trip to Arkansas to see family and stuff, and this was what we would play the whole time. Then my wife actually found this, because I'd found this initially, but then we found one with better, she actually found one with better disc. Excuse me. That's the complete final season of the cartoon show of the Turtles. I got the hiccups now, sorry. I've been looking for the old school show on DVD, and every time I find it, it's just crazy expensive. So the case on this is, of course, gone. You can see that right there. But the cover art's good, and of course I always keep extra cases. And that will go up here with my other Ninja Turtle stuff, because got to keep that around. So it's been a while since I picked up some NES games, and I found 2. And the first one's pretty common, Arch Rivals, Basket Brawl, based on the arcade smash, of course. And it's got somebody's name in the back, in Sharpie, of course. But $6. I don't know if y'all can see that there. There you go. But $6, I think that's about what it goes for online. Wasn't too worried about the price, because the next one definitely paid for it. So I've been buying Nintendo games off and on for years, probably close to 2 decades or more. I mean, of course, I had my stuff in the 90s and late 80s, but I started collecting games in probably 2000, 2001. And had probably close to 200 games then, which is, I think, where I'm at today with these 2. We'll have to check. But I've never had this game. And I found Gremlins 2, the new batch, with a fancy Blockbuster sticker down there. And then the price on that was $14. So, not too bad. Doesn't have very many markings. Probably needs good cleaning, of course. Most of them do. But everything's good. I think the Blockbuster sticker's great. I think this is actually going for $25 online. I think that's what I was adding it into my Game Eye app, and I saw that. And it's one I've never had. I'm eager to try that one out. So picked up those 2 NES games, a couple of PS2 games, some other oddball stuff that I find that I like. They had other games there, a couple that I needed for PS2. The discs were just so rough I wasn't going to bother. It wouldn't have been worth resurfacing. It was a $5 game or so. But my middle son, who bought me my big Leonardo statue up here, the shredder that's up here, all 5 of these pop vinyls up here. He is just he's a kind heart that likes to spend his money on other people. He does it all the time. Well, he's like, hey, I got a surprise for you. I was like, okay, what you got? You know, not knowing what it was. And he couldn't even keep the surprise from himself. He told me like a week before it even came in. He's like, I ordered this. Is this coming here? So he ordered me an Xbox One controller. But get it closer here. It has my gamer tag on it. He's like, I think I misspelt it though. He kind of got the shifty eyes. I said, hey, it's okay. It still reads the same. It's gamer from way back is what it stands for, but GAMRFRMWB, and he put an E on the gamer. I was like, hey, that's fine. So I've been using that the past couple of days since it came in, and it's the new one. Has the, what do they call them? The Pro controller, I guess. It's not the Elite with the crazy stuff, but it's really comfortable controller. I had one similar colored blue that I was playing with, so that's my backup now, and this is my primary. So my son watches, so thank you. And this is really kind of slim pickings. Since I picked up a couple of PS1 games at Goodwill, there hasn't been much back there. This next weekend, I'm actually going down to I forget what town it was. It's just just east of Dallas, outside of, and there's a guy out there. It's Bill that I've mentioned before. I've got 3 totes of miscellaneous trades that I'm taking with me. I'm gonna go down there, hopefully give that stuff to him for a little bit of credit towards some stuff he has, because he has so much. And then hopefully Mr. Rightway and I can get together on dropping this off, so I don't have to mail it. I'm sure it would be damaged. I don't always trust USPS with something like that. I don't want it to get chipped or cracked, of course, and that's the downfall to that. But yeah, so hopefully next weekend we will have just insanely massive, huge, awesome pickups. Even if it's just a stack of like 20 or 30 PS2 memory cards, I'll be happy. Really, other than that, y'all got to tune in next week for more. And hopefully throughout the week, I'm going to try and hit some Goodwills. But like I say, slim pickings. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see y'all next week.